and it's a gradual and continuous process where step-by-step approach we will take and will ensure that there is no business loss during the migration. Guys, I am requesting everyone kindly go on mute. Mr. Vinod, if possible, can you go on mute? Thank you. So every functionality in monolith, we will slowly move into microservices with different, which I will going to discuss for today. Okay. I'll give a deep dive on a strangler pattern for today. So before I proceed further, as of now, anyone, any questions, any clarity or anything required? Some of the
Sir,
participants joined newly. That's what I came to know.
sir, I
And
have one. Yeah. Sorry, sir. I have one question. Uh, Regarding your notes, we are not able to see in our website, sir.
in your website.
Like in Ashok website, whatever they give user ID and password.
Right, right.
Uh,
I mean, the thing is,
uh,
in the last class, I requested, right?
uh,
Can I use this kind of image or can I use a WordPad or Notepad? So people responded me to use the same approach. So today I will upload whatever the material like this through image format. Today you will see. I have not uploaded actually. Okay.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Today, I mean, just like I wait for the confirmation and because if I upload something again, that pattern is, so I'm just waiting for a confirmation from everyone. Today I will upload and the PPT also I need to zip it. I need to upload it. So I'll upload today, whatever till now I explained. Okay. Kindly verify after 1 hour or 2 hours, you will get it. Is it fine?
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, thank you, sir. That's it from.
Yeah. Now, there are some few other participants also joined. I'm not really sure whether they are in the class. Few participants told that this is a first class for them. And I requested them go through the recording videos and everything. Are those participants are available in this class? I forgot the names actually. Okay, fine. So before I go further, any other questions, guys? Anyone? Before I go further, anyone? Any questions, guys? Right. Now, in a strangler pattern, this is one of the real-time pattern. So what is the strangler pattern is, especially if at all, if I'm starting a new project, a new product, whatever it may be, project or a product, then we don't require this pattern at all. We don't require this pattern. This pattern is only useful. Currently, we are in monolith or SOA, whatever the legacy architectures. Okay. And we want to migrate into microservices architecture. In that stage only we require this. Okay, guys? Let me repeat here, guys. If at all, if you are designing, if we are designing new application with monolith, sorry, with microservices, then we don't need this architecture at all. Only if we are already, if our project already in legacy architectures like monolith or SOA, and we need to move to microservices, then we require this pattern. Then we require this pattern. So what exactly this is this is how efficiently you move existing monolithic into microservices. It's a gradually a pattern. Okay. This pattern contains gradually moving from our current architecture to new architecture. Gradually moving from. Okay. Just like assuming that, sir, you are staying in an old house and you want to renovate that house with a latest modern, currently whatever the modern equipment is there, latest like modular kitchen, like lot of whatever the new things are there, right? You want to renovate. Okay. So the one way is what, sir? One way is what? You need to dismantle everything, right? And you will stay in some other place and you can construct. That is one of the approach. Or else maybe your support, the pillar support and everything is good. Only interiors only you want to change. I mean, something like 40% of the current construction is useful for you. Okay, is okay. 60% you need to change. Like walls are good, basement is good, pillars are good, everything is good. Only you need to change the interior. So what you will do here? You will stay in one room. Gradually, other rooms you will change. For example, you will move your entire luggage into one room and you will change the other room. So gradually, one by one, you'll change, right, guys? In the similar way, same way, where our current application will be as it is. Okay, there is no problem here. So it's a gradual and continuous process where step-by-step approach will take. First, we'll enter into kitchen. We'll kitchen. Then we'll go to living room. We'll complete the complete living room. Then we'll go to master bedroom. So gradually, one by one. And at the end of the day, we will completely move our application into microservices. So every functionality in our monolith, we will slowly move into microservices. Every functionality in our monolith will slowly move into microservices. Sir, for example, sir, what I mean to say that is, for example, okay, I have a e-commerce framework, guys. Okay, now see here, guys. For example, I have an e-commerce framework. Okay. And currently this is in monolithic architecture, guys. Currently it is in what? Monolithic architecture. So there will be internally some microservice, some services. Here, what are the things here? Some services, guys, here. Something like user registration. This is one functionality. Shopping cart or cart services. Inventory services. Product functionality. Payment functionality. Right? Discount functionality. So what I mean to say that these are the sum of the capabilities. I mean currently product, payment, discount. Something like these are the things here. Okay. Maybe So what is that actually? First one is user registration. After that, registration process, product functionality, inventory functionality, cart functionality, discount functionality, payment functionality, review functionality, return functionality, shipment functionality. Something like these are my capable, these are my features. Now I want to migrate this into microservices architecture, guys. This I want to migrate into microservices architecture. Okay. Sir, what are our options, sir? Now I want to migrate into microservices architecture means the first way is just like what I am thinking is developing parallelly a new application. Let it be old application is as it is. Let the old application is as it is. And we want to develop a new application. We will keep the old application as it is. Okay. And in the parallelly, we will develop a new application. Or else, why developing a new application is one of the option. Or else existing application only we will do some changes. We will apply some changes. We will move the code to latest architecture. We will not develop from the scratch. These are the two options. That's what I told, right? When we are constructing a house, okay, we will dismantle everything and we will develop a new thing. Or else, gradually, one by one, we will change. So out of these possibilities, which is the best possibility? Which is the best possibility? Understand, guys? Everyone is understanding, right, guys? Is everyone is clear what I'm trying to say here? So one of my product is in old legacy technology and we want to move to microservices related world. The one way is we will keep the old application, the current application as it is. We will not change anything. And we'll develop a new application. And once till new application is good, everything is good, then we will stop the old application, we will launch new application. That is one way. Or else, gradually, we will not develop anything new. We are not going to develop anything new. Okay, we are not going to develop anything new. Rather, we will gradually, what we need to do here? Slowly, one of the services will move into microservices. One by one. I will, current service only I will change. I will not reinvent the new service. This is one of the other options. Now we will brainstorm this, guys. Which one is good? Which one is bad? I mean, what are the possibilities? Okay. So 80 to 90% of the products, guys, maximum 80 to 90% of the products, generally we will go with not reinventing the whole wheel again. 80 to 90, I mean, I cannot say 100%, but 80 to 90% of the products, we will slowly convert the existing application into legacy. I mean, new architecture. Instead of reinventing the new wheel, we will do that actually. Why? Why? What is the point here? Any idea, guys? Why? The first
one. Mainly time.
Exactly. The first one is what? Time constraint. Correct, right? Sir, there is a debatable point on the time. There is a debatable point on the time. We need to understand the code, right? In converting that, right? We need to understand the code, and we need to, if at all, if the code is not proper, maybe the code is written in old Java, core Java, very old timings, and there are a lot of new Java 8 features and other Java features came, okay, which may impact them performance wise, then we can change some of the capability, some of the things into new technology. So maybe some challenges we may have, sir. Maybe some challenges we may have. Okay. But mostly, sir, time is a very valuable here. Time consuming. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, when I say one point I want to say here, why strangler pattern? Why strangler pattern? When I say, when I am looking for this, guys, right? When I'm writing this, why strangler? The first point which I can say that is time consuming, time constraint. This is the first point here. Rather than developing the same business unit, or rather than developing the same feature into new model, we will convert the existing application. We will convert the existing application into new model. Though some of challenges may be there. So one challenge is understanding the functionality is one challenge, or understanding the code. Do you agree that understanding the current code is also a challenge, right? Also, for example, programming language. If you want to change programming language, maybe just like I mentioned, right? Airtel inventory. Yes or no, guys? Airtel inventory. Previously, it was in Java, Oracle database, okay? And it is in completely our stack. Now, slowly what they have done, they moved to SAP inventory. Completely programming language we are changing. Correct, right? In that case, it's a completely, we need to reinvent again, right? Completely we need to reinvent again, right? Yes or no, guys? So only if at all programming language also we want to continue with the same language, then strangler pattern is little bit useful here. But you want to change the complete programming language. Is it a service, or for a service we want to change? For the entire business we want to change? That is a different constraint here. Okay. So what is strangler pattern is all about is, if you want to convert your product into latest technology, gradually you will move the code into new technology without reinventing the same things again, by doing changes in the existing architecture itself. So what do you the existing changes I'm going to discuss now. But why we need a strangler pattern is, sir, assuming that we are not doing much changes. Maybe what I mean to say that here, my current registration functionality is good. My product functionality is good. My inventory functionality is good. My cart functionality is good. I mean, the code which is written in the legacy architecture is almost there. We are good. Okay. Only the paradigm shift is we are in old paradigm and we want to change to new one. Just like the problem is today, I want to introduce a new feature to discount. I want to launch a new discount. I cannot do that, which is giving me a single point of failure. That's the main concern for me, where I want to split into microservices, where I want an independent discount service. I have one more problem in payment service. Whenever a payment is failed, I'm completely rolling back the order. I don't want that. I want to retry the payment. So there are frequent changes will come into my discount service. Frequent changes come into my payment service. So whenever frequent development is going on, my entire unit is getting disturbed. There is a revenue loss for me. So gradually, I want to move the existing infrastructure. Infrastructure means what? Code also. Okay. So I want to continue in the same technology stack. Okay. I want to use the same code, but in a new way, microservices development way. If that is the case, strangler pattern is the best. Okay. So in the industry today, maximum, sir, 80 to 90% of the people will always go to converting the existing product into microservices only. They will use that only. They will not reinvent the wheel again. Okay. They will use almost the same. They will not create a new unless programming language changes. Until the programming language changes. Okay. So, for example, sir, if you take product module, right? So, how much you need to spend in a product module? What are the functionalities are there? How much you want to spend, right? So, maximum code we can reuse, where rather than developing a new functionality altogether, we will take the current code. In the current code is what, sir? Product.jsp, product.js. Am I right? SRO guys, product.jsp, product.js, product controller, product service, product DAO, product table. Okay. And we want to move to latest technology. Maybe either Angular or React, or we'll keep the JSP as it is. I don't know. It's our organization decision. Okay. Similar code on the backend, controller, service, DAO layer. I will lift and shift. There is a concept called as lift and shift. There is a concept here. Lift and shift. What is lift and shift? We will lift the code in the monolith and will shift into new. That is a lift and shift. Okay. So maximum, if at all Angular React is there, then we'll change the front end also, some effort will be there. But mostly our intention was to how fast we can move the application into microservice architecture. So the time constraints is the one of the problem. Okay. So also there is a one more point is rewriting process. We need to rewriting requires by default. If at all, if we rewrite, what is the next point here, guys? If we rewrite, if we create a new microservice, or if you are writing new things, what is the problem here, guys? Testing capability. Also, you need to think of, right, guys? If you are doing new things here, am I right, guys? Need to focus on or need to develop testing suite also and requires good amount of testing. If I'm rating a new service, again testing module to be developed, again new testing should be added, again new testing functionality should be there. And also uncertainty. What do you mean by uncertainty? Sir, okay, I developed it. Okay. And testing team certified it. But our management was not confident because hey, new things, everything is a new. I don't know whether it's going to be work in the production or not. Correct, right? If the code which is there in the production environment, which is so good in the production environment for a couple of years, which is working good, then we can depend here. So if we develop new functionality, uncertainty, if we use triangular pattern, we no need to worry on uncertainty because we are simply, it's existing code only, just like small changes only. Existing code only, small changes only. Performance wise, no issues. Memory wise, no issues. Infrastructure wise, no issues. Only the model is getting changed. So these are the top constraints we may use still triangular pattern. Okay. Why triangular pattern? Clear, guys? Any questions here? Anyone, any questions, guys? Okay. As of now, anyone, any questions, guys? On these 3 points, time constraints, testing effort, uncertainty. These are the 3 points if we can avoid if I use a triangular pattern. Now, the next decision came in, the next point is, sir, how triangular pattern will work? How does it work first? Okay. There are 3 stages in the triangular pattern, guys. There are 3 stages. Okay. There are 3 stages in the triangular pattern. Implementation of a triangular pattern principles, design principles. So the first principle is, we have a principle. Triangular pattern principle is what? There are 3 stages here. Transform is the first stage. Coexist and eliminate. There are 3 stages. Triangular pattern will work in 3 stages. Transform, coexist, eliminate. So why we need to follow the principle means to ensure business continuity. To ensure business continuity. Okay. So what is our idea is, transform is generally, okay. First we need to decide the microservices. Okay. You need to start the first microservice, which one you can move. Which one you can move. First you need to identify. For example, sir, okay, these are my current services. So first microservice I will choose. first microservice I will choose where no great business impact will be there, which is independent one I will take. User registration, product, inventory, cart, discount, payment, review, login, shipment, all those things. So, which service I will take? First one. I have a home. Okay. Now, first one, which one I will choose? Which one I will choose to renovate my home? Which is the first one I'll choose, renovate my home? The room which I'll not use more frequently, or I use, but not that much frequently. Am I right? So that no impact for me. I can, because I want to stay in the same house, I want to renovate. First, I will go to guest bedroom or a kid's bedroom and we will renovate. Then we'll shift into the same bedroom and I'll convert into master bedroom. Then slowly living area, then slowly kitchen. So we will gradually move. What is our thought process? The service which is having less dependencies, less critical dependencies, that one I will choose. Okay. And I will convert the code into, or I will convert the entire code into microservice. So, for example, sir, these are your services. Which one you will go first? Okay, which are having less dependencies or less functionality, or I can say that cross service communication wise, there is a less impact. There are a lot of constraints. So if you take, sir, user registration, maybe it's a creating a user, modifying the user, logging and profile, all those things. Okay. Inventory, cart, discount, payment, review, return, shipment, all those things, sir. What I will do is, product is there, sir. The functionality in the product microservice is little bit less. I mean, it's there, but little bit less actually. Okay. So what I am going to do here, first I will take microservice architecture. First, what I'm going to take here, I will take microservice architecture. Microservice architecture. What I'll do here, first I will go with product microservice. First I will go that. What do you mean by first I will develop product microservice? That is, I will almost take the same code or little bit changes to the product microservice. I will create a product microservice similar to my existing functionality. Similar to my existing functionality, I will create that. Okay. So the first phase is what? Transforming the existing product. I mean, transforming the existing product to monolithic into microservice. So I have new microservice I will develop. Maximum code is I will take product controller, product JSP, product same, everything is same. Okay. Just like I will do some small changes in my code and I'll make sure that this particular product functionality where I can able to create a product, I can update the delete a product, I can update the product into a cart or whatever. So whatever the product related functionality is there, I will almost implement. Okay. Now that is transform. That's the first stage is transform. Okay. What is the meaning of a transform? Means identifying identifying the order of microservices and implementing them in a new architecture by doing small code changes in functionality, small code changes if exists, or else keep as it is. Okay, small changes, it may there or it may not be there. Identifying the order of microservices and implementing them in a new architecture with a small changes may be required, may not be required. It's up to your choice. For example, the code is written in Java old version. Now Java 8 streams, Lambda expressions, maps, and new things came. And when anyhow you are changing the code, right? So you'll add some kind of a good imperative programming language, and just to make sure that you'll keep that. Then the first stage is called as a transform. Okay. Now, once I'm confident the new product service is good, but I will not immediately move. What is my next principle is coexist. Okay. What is the principle of coexist means? Okay. We will keep new service and old service. We will keep new service as well as old service. Both the services will keep. Okay. And we will launch first new service. If I want to select a product, retrieving the data or creating a product, first I will choose my new service. I will I will direct the traffic to new service. We will launch first new service and we'll observe couple of days and we'll monitor X number of days. This X is depends on product to product. X number of days. And if everything good or everything is bad or whatever the thing's decision. This is the example. I can tell you recently, coexist functionality recently, income tax returns. Okay, guys, everyone is aware IT returns, right, guys? Everyone is aware IT returns, where our biggest concern of IT employees, government is depending completely on us. Okay, lot of politicians will be there, lot of business people will be there. They will not pay any taxes, but they'll enjoy the lives. Okay, but we are the IT people. We need to guaranteely pay that, right? So, income tax website, they completely moved into a new technology, new stack or whatever, microservice architecture, they moved it. Okay. And they transformed it, one of the capability. Okay, guys, they transformed one of the capability. Guys, give me 1 second, guys. 1 second, please. I'll take some water. 1 second. Yeah. Now, what exactly I'll do here? Transform. So one of the functionality is what they have done here. They have taken salaried employee Form 16 processing. The first functionality they have taken. It's a real-time example, guys. Okay. Salaried employees only. Okay. Form 16 processing. They have taken that functionality. Somehow they have not implemented, or I don't know what the development process they have. They observed that 60% of the Form 16 they were able to process. 40% of the Form 16 they were not able to process. Okay. We don't know the real reason behind that. I don't know really. But one thing I know that 60% of the Form 16s are not getting processed, are getting processed. 40% of the Form 16s are not getting processed. What they have done here, they gave a option. They gave an option. Sir, you upload your Form 16. If you are getting good, ignore. Okay. If you are getting any error, and there is a one more icon they give. IT returns old system, and you upload that same Form 16 in the old system. Okay. So what is the coexist actually? They keep the new service and they keep the old service, both the things. Okay. And they will observe this Form 16 not able to go with the new forms, new process. Okay. Will monitor and will fine tune and will make sure that will fix the issues, and our processes coexist processes, just identifying the defects in the new functionality in the real-time implementation, where I am not doing any business loss. I will update my customers. Sir, we are moving to new architecture just to ensure that there is no business loss. I am having old functionality, I am having new functionality, both at the same time. Okay. First go with new functionality. 90% of the things will work. 10%. Sir, why 10% will not work means? Okay. In the legacy code, there are a lot of cases they were right, sir. But I don't know all those cases today exist or not. I don't know. Okay. So what I want to hear, I want to hardening those scenarios also. Unnecessarily, if the customer is using that scenario or not, which is written olden days, right? So where anyhow, as part of code hardening, will make sure that some of the business process or some of the business scenarios also we will eliminate. Okay. But if it is useful, until unless customer is complaining me about that. Okay. So then only I'll move into new system. I'll make sure that my new system is up to today is good. That is what coexist. Okay. There is one of the example of coexist. One more example in a passport is income tax returns is one example. Second example is registration. Okay. Second example is Telangana registration. Previously they have a old system. Previously they have an old system. Now they introduced a new system, Dharani. Have you heard about that? Sir, I am explaining all these scenarios which are part of this particular example. Dharani they introduced. In the first 5 weeks or first 10 weeks, they observed a lot of problems. Okay. And they enable the old system for those, especially agriculture lands. They announced all agriculture lands to the new portal, non-agriculture lands to the old portal. You understood the point? How they moved the Dharani portal? Now I have a registration with agriculture land, non-agriculture land. Okay. So they observed that agriculture light, lot of issues are there. First they moved agriculture land, and new system they didn't find any issues. But when they move slowly non-agriculture lands, they have found lot of issues. Lot of scenarios they have not added. Now what they did here, coexist. They moved to old system, and at the same time they are correcting the new system. So in the coexisting phase, they will make sure that the old the old functionality and the new functionality should be almost all, will make almost all similar. That is a coexist phase. That's a coexist phase. Understand, guys? Sir, everyone is following, sir. As of now, no, any questions here? So as I requested already, this is a brainstorming, okay, where we are going to discuss the best practices, and we are going to understand the point here. Okay. As of now, any points from anyone?
No, sir.
Yeah, any questions from anyone, guys? Okay. Finally, the phase is eliminate. Okay. If everything is good, we'll observe for 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, some products 1 year also. For registration, right? Still, even today, the old system was there even today also. Okay. So eliminate after X number of days observation. If everything is, if after taking the marketing sales feedback, okay, after taking the marketing team, sales team feedback, we will remove the old link. We will remove that link. We will not remove the code. We'll remove the link where old functionality cannot be accessed outside, cannot be accessed. That is eliminate. So gradually identifying gradually identifying the microservices and doing some changes and keeping in the coexist phase and finally eliminating. This is the principles of Strangler design pattern. Okay. With that, at any point of time, there is no business loss under any case. There is no business loss. Under any case, there is no business loss. Transform, coexist, eliminate. So this process will be there for every service here. Every service, this process is there. Now, after product service is there. Okay. What do you mean by first product service? Sir, my entire code is in old system. Only product service is in new system. Okay. After that, we'll slowly take another system, guys. What is the next step here, guys? What is the next step here? Okay. So I will add slowly capabilities. What is the first capability I added here? Product microservice I added, right? Product service. And I'll take here inventory service. I will add slowly inventory service. What is the inventory service? Updating the query. So product service I'll move. Inventory service also I'll move gradually. Once product service is good. Once a product service is good means what is the constraint for me? Where transformation phase is over, coexist phase is over, eliminate phase is over. All these are over. Then only we will go into this case. After that, slowly we will move. Slowly we will move. Other capability. What is the other capability here? First, I already moved here. So product is moved, inventory is moved, and really will slowly move to registration service. Also payment service. Slowly, one by one will move. Finally, we will ensure that all services are moved at a final stage. At a final stage, all services should be moved to new architecture. All services be moved to new architecture. Okay. So this is the ideal way of having. So first gradually moving one service and slowly to other service. One second. This mouse is killing me. And slowly we are going to add these services. So this is the way where we are going to use our new system one by one with the cases of transform, coexist, and element. Okay. You got an idea, guys? What exactly a strangler pattern? So implementation, guys, we are going to use our registration pattern. We'll come to the design pattern, registry design pattern. At that time, we will see this implementation. How to keep my old system, how to keep my new system. Both, because coexist phase, right? We should have both the links, right, guys? We should have both the links, right? Transform and coexist. Coexist means both our old system as well as new system should be there, right? So that is where we want to keep this as it is. Maybe on implementation point of view, we'll see the similar code in a registry pattern, which is upcoming class where I'm going to discuss, where we'll see the implementation point on this particular coexist phase at that time. Okay. So any questions here, guys? Anyone? Everyone is clear? Are any questions here? Okay. If this is the case, I'm good. Then I'll upload this, all those things today. And also we'll see tomorrow and everyone is able to see the uploaded notes and everything. And we'll into the next pattern. I mean, we'll see the limitations of the strangler, best practices of the strangler, and we'll move into the next pattern. So this is what agenda, guys. Okay. I'll wrap for today. Thanks everyone for joining today and we'll meet tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you all, guys.